Joining us now, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, nice to see you. Good morning.
Good morning. Slow news day.
Yeah, exactly. So the reports are that you and Senator Whitehouse have given Director Comey a deadline of today to let you know whether there is an active investigation into Russian ties to the Trump campaign. A, is it true? B, do you think you'll get that information today?
Yes, 2 weeks ago we met with Director Comey, who I like and admire, and told him by the 15th we'd like to know if there's an active criminal investigation because Congress should not interfere with it. We're going to have a hearing on Russia. I don't want to bump into a criminal investigation if there is one. I think the entire country needs to know if there's something there. And in terms of the letter we wrote, I want an answer. We asked the FBI and Department of Justice last week for any evidence of a warrant that would allow wiretapping. I hadn't heard a thing.
You said if that doesn't happen, the FBI is about to screw up big time. What happens if they don't comply?
Well, Congress is going to flex its muscle here, and you see that all over the place. Senator Grassley's been a great ally with Senator Feinstein, the chairman and ranking member of Judiciary. We'll issue a subpoena to get the information. We'll hold up the Deputy Attorney General's nomination until Congress is provided with information to finally clear the air as to whether or not there was ever a warrant issued against the Trump campaign.
Well, there's a couple issues here. There's number one, you're saying Director Comey should tell you today whether or not there's even an investigation into Trump campaign ties to Russia. And number two is this issue we're talking about, which is the president made an accusation against then President Obama that he wiretapped his phones. And you have asked the FBI produce any evidence of a warrant or an application for a warrant, any request to surveil Trump or Trump Tower. Do you think you're going to get that evidence today?
I think if we don't get it today, the Congress is going to ramp up the pressure. And there are two different questions. Is there an investigation? Because I need to know before I move forward into investigating Russia from a congressional lane. I don't want to interfere with a criminal investigation if there is one. In terms of whether or not there was a warrant, that's an easy question to be answered. And the president has suggested that the former president had his campaign wiretapped.
Right.
Well, the only way you could do that is through a warrant. And tell me whether or not there was ever a warrant issued against the Trump campaign. They're going to have to answer that question.
It's not the first time the president, Senator, has made some kind of accusation and then said to Congress, you guys should look into this.
Right.
You are really pushing hard to get answers here. Are you trying to send the president a message that what he tweets is going to be he's going to be held accountable for what he tweets and for the accusations he makes?
I'm trying to take him up on his challenge to look into his accusation. I don't know of any evidence where the FBI tried to obtain a warrant against the Trump campaign to wiretap them. The accusation was made. He's challenged the Congress to get the bottom of it, and we will. And if you want to challenge the Congress to do things in the future, we'll take you up on it.
Personally, you're the kind of guy who strikes me as having, as my friends would say, a good BS monitor. You know what that means. What does your monitor tell you about this wiretapping story, Senator? Do you think it's real?
You know, when I first heard it, I thought, well, that was just kind of a wild claim. I really don't know. If it's not true, just tell me it's not true. Why is it taking so long to get the answer? So I have no evidence of it. I'm suspicious of it. But now I'm getting concerned because it's taking so long to answer my letter.
Well, let me ask you about this, because the White House has simultaneously kind of dug in. The press secretary saying yesterday they're confident that the president's accusation will ultimately be verified and he'll be vindicated. At the same time, they're kind of moving the goalposts, right? Because now they're saying when the president said I was wiretapped, he put it in quotes, and so he meant all kinds of surveillance. Now, I would note that there were several tweets, and he actually said President Obama tapped my phones. But what do you make of that? I mean, do you buy that in terms of the shifting explanation for what the allegation is?
Well, it has changed from President Obama wiretapped my phone to was there any warrant issued against the Trump campaign, Trump Tower, or Trump operatives? I want to know if there was. And if there's not, we need to put it to bed. And here's something that would be very explosive. If the federal government was able to obtain a warrant from a judge, then they had to have probable cause that the Trump campaign was colluding with the Russians. Director of National Intelligence Clapper said he had no evidence of that, no evidence of a warrant. But if there was a warrant, that would be big news. I don't think there's a warrant, but I wish they'd tell me one way or the other.
And, oh, by the way, there's health care, Senator. As it's written right now, this bill in the House, is it dead on arrival?
It is mortally wounded. I don't know if it's died yet. Rand Paul will not vote for the House bill because he believes refundable tax credits is an entitlement in another form. My state did not take Medicaid expansion. The House bill allows open enrollment for the entire country all the way through 2019 for Medicaid, which is fundamentally broken. I don't like that. This is the last best chance for Republicans to pass health care by themselves and screw it up. Here's what I hope the president would do. Try to get a good bill. If you can't, let Obamacare collapse and challenge the Democrats to help him fix a problem they created.
Real quick question. Is this a good bill? Is it a good deal?
Not right now. Medicaid is not where I want it to be. And this thing will collapse. Obamacare will under its own weight. And we're trying to do too much too quick as Republicans. We're running through stop signs like the CBO letter, much like President Obama did. Slow down, get it right. You're not going to get 60 votes to buy insurance across state lines. That is a fantasy in the Senate. If you think that's important to health care reform, it's never going to happen in the Senate.
It's too bad you don't speak your mind, Senator. It's awfully nice to have you here. Thank you so much.
Good morning.
All right. By the way, tomorrow on Today, we're going to have an exclusive interview with someone that he is very familiar with, former South Carolina governor and new U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley. It's her first since her confirmation. We'll have that for you tomorrow morning.
He does have a way with words.
Yeah.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.